Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. That's caught. It's Montgomery.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Moore. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. The running back has it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get them back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
They'll go play action with Moore. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On the direct snap, it's Moore. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Handoff, Isaac Brown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes a catch on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. throwing more. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, it's picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Makes the grab. It's Bear. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Moore. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, he's got some space. All the way. Touchdown, Oregon. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll keep it on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Cardinals are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just dusted the field. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now improvising. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. He'll pull it down. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Trojans coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Send the tight end in motion. Dante Moore floats it out in space. There he goes. The 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon his trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Louisville offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Working the middle, it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Brown. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. headed back out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. We're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Makes the grab in the corner.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Motion from the back. Moore. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Makes the grab in their space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing more. Quickly complete. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Reads it, fires complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. On target. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Past the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Going to the run, it's Brown. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Extending the play. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Gets them away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll move the tight end. Here's Moore to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
In the gun on third down, Moore. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Motion from the wideout. Dante Moore. He's going to fire deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to Davis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore with the play fake. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, we could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
He gets a block. Can they catch him? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Davis. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And the extra point is good. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Oregon.
Moore. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.